Bitch, I'm in the...
Thank you, Stephen. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brian. With me always,
I'm Mark.
Holy shit, you remembered.
Oh,
listen, I know you're getting senile in your old age there, buddy. So I'm just checking in on you. So
you are aware you're the same age as me.
Oh yeah, son of a bitch.
Actually, you're older than me by like
go away.
5 months.
Go away. Go away. I'll do the show by myself.
Hey, I do plan on going away, but not from the show. Any which way. It feels like we were just doing this last night.
We did just do this last night, but only you played the link.
I played I played the right intro this time. I wanted to play it twice. Okay, sue me.
All right, so who do we got tonight, Mark?
And normally you're the one that says who we got. I say who do we got, but it's the Southern Outlaws Band.
That's right. Bring them on. Bring them on. Ladies and gentlemen, how are you?
Oh, not too bad.
Well, Brian and Mark.
Fantastic. Thank you all for showing up to this little podcast here. I know you guys just did a couple of shows kind of back to back, didn't you? You did a show with Glick's House of Music.
No, that's coming up.
We did that on Monday.
Oh yeah, that show. Sorry.
And we're here tonight because we wanted to talk about your big upcoming show on the, I believe, the 31st. Is that right?
Yes,
that's correct.
It's the 5-4s. There we go. 5-4s Distillery in Newton Falls, Ohio.
Yep.
And this show you guys are doing for veterans is what I saw.
Yes,
that's correct.
Fantastic. That's awesome. And that was why we wanted to bring you guys on. We do a veteran show. We try to do it once a month. We try to host having some veterans come on. I saw Arliss was out there last night and going, "Hey guys, what's going on?" So thank you, Arliss, for your service, like we said last night, and thank you for watching the show last night as well. That show is wide open to anybody, former military, current military, just military in general. And it's just so that, the military guys and girls can get together and kind of unwind and stories and stuff like that.
Yeah, we do it so that they can, just bullshit, like that. We've had one person, a few people that's come back and said, "Oh man, I feel good after that show," because they, it was like, they got to unload some of the stuff that they had, some of the questions that they had, like with the VA and with some other stuff to do with college, how to do some of that stuff. And, it's a really good show. And I'm glad I came up with it. I mean, Brian and I.
Whoa. Speaking of coming up with stuff, I got to know how you guys came up with the name, the Southern Outlaws Band.
Well, actually, it's a play on two things. One, of course, we play Southern rock.
Yep.
Outlaws was a play because I'm a retired deputy sheriff too.
Okay.
So it's kind of like, going from law to outlaw. And we like to break the rules a little bit along the way.
A little bit? Okay.
So you're definitely an outlaw.
Yeah, we pretty much stretch the boundaries as much as possible.
There is nothing wrong with that. As long as you can get away with it and you're not doing anything to harm anybody, I don't think that there's anything wrong with that.
No, usually we only harm ourselves.
Yeah, that's true.
That is true.
Yeah.
All right, so let's run through, guys. We'd like to have you all introduce yourselves by name, if you don't mind, just so everybody knows who's out here in the Southern Outlaws Band. And
well, I'm Arliss Walker, lead singer, harmonica player, and one of the songwriters.
I'm Dave Weilocker II, and I am lead guitarist and one of the writers and vocalist. Try.
And I'm Sandy. I am their manager / babysitter. Bill money holder.
My name is Matt Bauer. I play bass and sing backups and carry the heavy stuff.
which is usually Dave. You know,
He usually the heavy stuff.
Yeah.
Arliss, I was on your I'm on your TikTok. I follow you on TikTok. I noticed that you had one of the guys listening to Girls Just Want to Have Fun while they were cutting your grass or something like that.
Oh, me.
That's him.
We were
Yeah.
actually down at camp, and
It's along the river.
I was sitting on the back deck watching him, and I thought, you know what, this would make a good video. So I took it and sent it to Arliss.
Absolutely fantastic. It was
She
funny.
made a really good
I was
team
like,
because she films him doing stupid shit,
And I sent him to
and then she sends them to me, and then I put them on TikTok.
absolutely. And
just wait, Arliss. They're going to get you back.
Oh, no.
They try.
one day we will get him.
They try.
Once in a while, I come up with something good, but that's not very often.
Oh, let's see here. Misty says you got a big job as a babysitter. I hope it is.
That is no lie, but it is a lot of fun, and I have backup. So
Hi, Misty. That is a good friend down in the Corpus Christi area, down in Texas.
Right on. You guys are you guys from Ohio originally? Is that where you're at?
We're from mainly West Virginia, live in Ohio. We found him under a bridge.
in
Matt,
Leavensburg,
yeah, and Matt's from Mecca, Ohio.
I found Mark under a bridge. I wonder if it was the same bridge.
probably.
Probably.
No, not. I wasn't under that bridge.
That's what I was going to say, because the guy in the cardboard box next to me doesn't look a bit like you.
Oh, damn.
Mark was doing some video surfing earlier, and he goes, man, you know that they just won this award, and he lost it. He was talking to me on the phone earlier and said that yeah, they just won this award recently. Mark, what was the award? Did you find out what the award was that you were?
Well, no, I didn't say that they won the award. I just said that they got a lot of different awards, over the years.
Yeah.
But one of them, they earned Song of the Year, and I'm gonna play that song a little bit later. But it's One Hell of a Woman.
Yeah, that was one of the more recent awards.
Yeah, that was more, the recent. Yep.
And then
Yeah.
I think the award we won after that was from the Mississippi Music Foundation for 2024 Rock Artist of the Year.
Yeah, when you type stuff into AI, it tells you some stuff, but it doesn't tell you everything.
Right.
And you guys, because of the type of music you play, it's a Southern rock, hard country kind of vibe. So
Yeah.
you guys are pretty much on two different platforms, really, right? So rock and country.
What kind
Yeah.
of bridge on the
And-
two?
Well, one nice thing and stuff about our music is we've actually crossed a lot of genres.
Yes.
They actually was nominated for Americana for
Yeah.
a song.
Americana.
They didn't know where to put them, so they stuck them in with the Americana, and they won an award for that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
There is nothing wrong with that.
I
No.
think the two biggest accomplishments as far as like crossovers was we've been played in Atlanta, Georgia on one of the biggest R&B stations, and we've been played on one of the biggest hip hop stations in the country,
Yeah.
where they've actually played our music as well.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's absolutely fantastic.
Yep.
We actually were invited to Super Bowl weekend last year in Arizona.
That has to be Glenn.
And we were the only band there, and we got done in the one room, and the execs started running in to see what was going on. But yeah,
It was amazing.
We were very, very welcomed by a lot of people, so it
Yeah.
was kind of cool.
When I first heard your music, I was like, I'm trying to sit there and figure out who you all these voices you can hear in it. You can hear you can hear Johnny Cash. You can hear Hank Williams Jr. You can even hear, of course, Leonard Skinner. I told him I even heard a little bit of Willie Nelson in there.
Yep.
It was so many different genres that you can go with, and I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
That's a big honor.
Yeah.
We look up to all those names.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, how long have you guys been touring together?
Going on 5 years now.
Yeah.
Well, you guys came together during the
Yeah.
pandemic in 2020.
Yeah.
Right on.
Excuse me for a second. And Brian, did you even look anything up on these guys?
Yes, that's why I'm asking these questions, because
A good interviewer, he asks the questions he already knows the answer to.
Right.
yeah, because if the internet's wrong, then we can say, well, we need to go change that on Wikipedia.
Well, we've ran into
Right.
we've ran into that problem before, though.
Look up Dave himself, you're gonna find some really weird stuff. So I don't recommend
Picture of
it.
a unicorn.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't recommend it.
It's not recommended. Gotcha.
That's why that site says "Do not enter."
Yes.
Yeah.
Enter at your own risk.
Yeah,
Every
we-
time I go to Mark's house, I hear the music thing, and I look over. I'm like, what the hell website are you on?
We've had some psychiatrists actually on retainer, but they all quit.
Wow, that's funny. So let's talk a little bit about this show that's coming up. How did it come about that you guys wanted to do this show? Was it something that somebody said, hey, we got an idea for a show, and it's gonna basically be a veteran show?
It started out as a regular gig, actually, and then
Well, yeah,
you
because
and Nikki talking.
I talked to the owners and got to know them because I live in Newton Falls,
Okay.
and they're a very new distillery, and great people, and both owners are actually veterans themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Donnie and Mike, and then their man, the distillery managers, Nikki, and just amazing people, very
Great
down to
people.
earth. They will take the time to show you guys everything as far as the workings of it, and so I knew right away that it was going to be a good fit. And then we, talked, and we said, you know what, we can wind up being ambassadors for you guys to wind up, getting your guys' name a little bit more and, bridge the gap. And then that's when we started talking about a show for Labor Day weekend. And they said, you know what, why don't we do it too, where we can wind up giving back. And then they asked us if there's any veterans organizations that we work with. And we do work with the DAV Chapter 11, that helps the disabled American veterans in the Northeastern Ohio area. And we've personally seen where they do with the money.
Mm-hmm.
They don't make the veterans jump through a bunch of red hoops like a lot of the, organizations that I won't mention. But, they
it's
do.
for a good
Yeah,
cause.
it's a really good cause when you can see where that money's actually benefiting the
Right.
veteran. So we wound up telling them about that. They said, okay, well, why don't we put a $5 ticket donation on the tickets? And 100% of that money is going to go back to the DAV.
Yep.
Nice.
So you guys are doing this concert completely free of charge for the veterans.
Well, we actually are getting paid by the distillery. So I didn't want no misconception on that.
No, well, even still, I mean, I think
But
it's really on their part too.
as far as the ticket prices, and everything, that is 100% going to the veterans. It's not going to any of us. The ticket's not going to anybody at the distillery. Matter of fact, halfway through our second set of the show, we are actually going to have one of the state representatives for the DAV there, and that money will be presented to them
that
night so
Awesome.
that everybody can see that where their money's going and that it's going to a good cause.
We'll
Nice.
also sell 50-50 tickets,
Yep.
and the half of it will be going to them, and then whoever wins it, of course. But we have some other things
You can go ahead and tell them.
We're going to be auctioning off a bottle of Maker's Mark that has our label on it with our name.
Oh, cool.
And all proceeds from that will also.
And that'll be signed by each member of the band.
Each member
too.
will sign the bottle. We've done it before and raised quite a bit of money doing it that way. So we're also going to donate all of that money to the veterans. So yeah, we have some surprises.
That's really cool.
Hey Brian, you know what's interesting is I heard that their MC is a Sasquatch.
We were
Dave is one of your family members.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask how you guys landed a star like Glick to be the MC.
We actually done a show with him and we just hit it off. I mean, he got to know everything about the band and we were talking and I told Arliss, I was like, why don't you ask him to MC?
Plays our music, so
he does. And it was just, he was so thrilled and we are thrilled that he's going to do it. He's got the right.
He's nervous as hell. I mean, I've been on a couple of the shows,
but he'll do great.
I told him I was like, you just got to hype yourself up, man, and just pretend like there's nobody in the room. You're just talking to yourself.
Exactly.
I was always told to picture everybody in their underwear.
Good luck with that, Mark.
Yeah, I'm scared to do that.
That could be a scary sight.
Not many people in Newton Falls wear underwear.
That's true.
Matt.
All right, so we know that you're a former police officer. What about everybody else? Well, let's talk about this. This was a career change for you guys, I'm sure, right? You didn't just say, "Hey, I'm gonna start a band. I'm gonna quit my job." I assume that you still worked for a little while and said, "Oh man, band's doing really good. Now we can really focus on the band."
Some of them still work.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, my job is I'm a network engineer.
Oh, okay.
I can work from anywhere, and we've traveled, and I've been sitting in the front seat with the hotspot, and I
hate it because I have to drive.
I work right from there. I mean,
yeah, but it's fun when I drive.
You know, and when he drives, the laptop goes all over the place. But I've got myself even set up even better now, so I can sit there and do my thing. And
the last big trip we went on, he actually got clear in the back of my SUV and set up a work desk.
Yep.
You should have seen people like pulling up beside me, waving and like, you got back there. But yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then Matt.
I work in a steel plate warehouse where we cut and flatten steel plates and ship them all over the country. We make stator frames for General Electric. We make hospital RMI rooms. Some pretty heavy duty stuff. But I've been there over 3 decades, and they let me take time off when I need it.
So they like you enough to keep you around, and
I'm I was there when my boss was 16 years old. So
shit,
he started the business, and now I'm working for him.
He tried working from home once. It didn't work out.
Too much done.
I kept smashing things. I work an overhead magnetic crane. So
see, unlike Dave, they pay him to stay home.
Yeah. They won't pay me.
I'm about.
Yeah, but if you look like that, they pay you to stay home.
I'm almost ready to offer them money to make him go back to campus to do his job. He's working from home.
You're not a fan of him working from home, huh?
It's not bad at all. Not bad at all.
I got a little food truck, and she wanted to do something in the summertime. I said, work from home. She was like, well, I can go get a job at no, work from home.
Yeah.
Just work from home, because then when it's time to get back in the food truck and you're ready to roll, you just go. You just be like, hey.
Yeah.
We've traveled all over. Yeah. He works when, so it works
from
out.
Nashville
to
Texas.
Yeah.
Yep. Hotel Wi-Fi is great.
He's got enough PTO time to probably take the next 5 years off, but he still continues going to work every day. But
Matt's over there looking for a place where he can go play with steel. He's like, they got a factory down here.
I could go
Yeah.
sit next to Matt in
Yeah,
this
there you
little
go.
crane there, and we could have a
Oh,
good old
that
time
would
and
not be good.
not miss any work.
Oh wow, Connor.
Yes,
We're
yes.
all at the age of 60.
Yeah, all of us except him.
Oh, shush.
You're not under 60, I can tell.
I'm 59 and a half.
Crap.
Close enough.
He's
See,
the reason
he
why
said
we
59 and a half.
get the discount when we're on the road.
And we use it too.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Listen,
No,
I ask
right.
for the military discount anytime I go somewhere, and then sometimes you get the, well, if I give you a discount, I got to give everybody else one. And I look at everybody else, and I was like, you guys want a discount?
Right?
Mike, our drummer, Mike, he runs a fishing charter business
Yeah.
Yeah.
up in where Lake
Michigan.
Erie, Pymatuning, Michigan,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much all
Michigan
over.
primarily.
Local and Michigan. So,
Okay.
Lake Erie, and
yeah.
He
all that
takes
stuff.
people salmon fishing when the salmon's running, and
Yeah.
And when he's here, in between, he drives the Amish. So he stays pretty busy.
We call him the Yoder Toter.
yeah,
I would say what I'm
No,
not going to
don't-
say. No.
Don't.
Be nice.
No, be nice, Dave.
All
Don't
right.
say it.
Okay.
See, we know what he's thinking. That's
Yeah.
sad.
You know it's coming. You just got to take cover.
Yes. Yes.
Has there been any outside lyrics or music written for you guys that I don't know if I know fans will probably sometimes be like, hey, I got a song or anything like that. Have you guys received anything like that?
We have received,
yes.
Okay.
but we haven't used any of it yet.
No.
No.
Our
It's
listeners
gotta be good. I mean,
on,
If
what do we
you'd
wanna
see
call
some
it?
of the crap that I get and she gets, it's really bad.
I have
Stop
got,
sending the dirty limericks. We can't use them.
well, and the
sorry about that. It's Mark's fault. He was the one that said, hey, I got an idea.
You
Dude.
It's all from Mark, guys. I'm just letting you know.
Well,
Wow.
you can see
I know
how
it's
it
addressed. I
works.
know it's addressed Susie Smith down the road or whatever, but it's definitely that guy.
Oh yeah, blame me.
Been hacking people's websites.
But yeah, we have gotten them,
Oh.
and but a lot of it, 90% is just between me and Dave, we wind up writing most of the lyrics,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then the band as a whole wind up. I mean, we give them the feel of what it's
Mhm.
going to be, and they all write their own parts.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Because like he had an idea for One Hell of a Woman, so he's sitting there and I've been playing this riff for over a year and a half, and I was like, okay, and I played on the slide, and so we were sitting in there one day, and we said, well, let's just put this with this, and that's how that came about,
Yeah,
pretty much.
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah, I like creating music. I wrote words down for him to read, and he told me he had to go find somebody that could read Sanskrit because
He can't read your handwriting.
I knew what I was saying.
Nobody
And he can't spell.
Nobody.
So
can read his handwriting.
not even spell check.
But dude, that's only when I type out stuff. When I write it out, it's different.
Listen, I was not great in high school when it came to English, but when Mark types a Facebook message or something, or he's posting something, I get it, I read it, and I go, hey, Mark, you need to go back and fix this, this, and this. And he's like, well,
Well, my exact words are "bite me."
There you go.
Now
I'm sorry. I don't want to be a word Nazi, but I'm going to be the word Nazi when it comes to their, like if it's over there and then it's their music or they are. I mean, there's only
Yeah.
Oh, there's a whole.
I'm learning. Bite me.
Yeah, there you go. I got to tell you, I was in the band years ago, and we all graduated from the same school. So
None of them could
one of the
spell.
guys would write out the lyrics, and okay, we all knew what he was saying. We just, we read it the way he wrote it, but we.
So they
Nobody
took
else.
hieroglyphics in school too, huh?
So when you guys were in high school, every single one of y'all, was being in a band a thing? Like, hey, we want to start this. This is what we want to do.
For
No.
me and Mike,
Yeah. Yeah.
which
You and
is
Mike.
which is the drummer. Yeah, he's my cousin. We grew up
Okay.
in the business. Our grandfather was a professional bluegrass player, so we grew up in the business.
And for me, I always played the guitar. And at the age of 7, my dad says he worked with the guy that gave lessons. He said, "Want to take lessons?" Sure, no worries. So I did that, and then when I got into high school, I was in the jazz band in junior high, and they said in order to be in the jazz band in the high school, you have to play in the orchestra, the marching band, blah blah blah. So I took percussion. So I actually was one of the bass drummers out on the field, and I got a chance to play a lot of the different rhythm, like the temps and stuff like that. So I got a chance to do that and read the music but it was the experience actually made me stronger in rhythm than anything. I mean, it was enhanced, Yeah.
So being a part of those organizations in school helped you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and it because then you got a feel for everything. You know what I mean? It's just because let's face it, the bottom line is the rhythm. And Matt on bass guitar, I'm going to tell you right now, him and I click, and Mikey likes him because those two click together. I mean, the bass and the drums have got to be together. So
yeah.
See, he doesn't need paper, Arliss. He can just play it on the guitar. He doesn't need to write anything. He's good.
See?
I can add to that, but I won't.
Yeah.
I started playing when I was 6 years old. My mother played organ in the church, so she started teaching me that. And then from that, I learned a different instrument every year of my life in school. And I can play anything except for flute, oboe, clarinet, and bassoon. Those are the only ones I can't play.
Wow.
All the rest of it I can play. Any trumpet, baritone, trombone, tuba, saxophones, any percussion, and keyboard. But other than that, I've been playing all my life. I started playing in a gospel group when I was 12, and I found the volume knob, and I turned to rock when I was 14.
Oh,
and
boy.
then it was up,
yes, sir.
Up a mountain and off the cliff from there.
Were you traveling?
I traveled a lot. I was in the Warren Junior Military Band. We toured the East Coast. We competed in the Midwest with the
Your
big
sister
boys.
did that too, didn't she?
I played funerals. I played nudist colonies. I played at the Pentagon. It's countless the venues that I've gone to and made a fool of myself there. But I had fun nonetheless. I mean,
Matt is like one of the best bass players that we ever.
I attribute that to knowing every other instrument too. I can relate to anybody playing anything, so I can fill in what they don't do and what they do. So I go from there.
You weren't supposed to tell the band members that, because now they're going to be like, "Hey, I'm going to need you to play the clarinet." Would you say you can't play the clarinet?
No, I can't play that. Flute, oboe, and
give them a clarinet. Let's test this theory.
Oh, his sister's got a bassoon. I'm sure we can.
Yeah.
I can make noises out of it. Put it out.
Well, one thing I told my kids when they were growing up and they wanted to play an instrument, I said, "Well, don't play anything you have to blow, because all I know how to do is finger." So.
Oh, we just got rejected from this. Here we go, Dave.
Oh no, guys, I'm sorry, we lost one viewer. No, it's okay.
Yeah, sorry. I mean,
was it a minister?
Well, we got one to make up for it.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's
we
right.
have a minister.
He's a reverend.
He's a reverend.
Yeah, he's
He actually married my daughter and son.
And that's another
Really?
song. If you guys get a chance, you need to listen to. Dave wrote a song for his daughter.
yeah, it's called My Daughter's
My
Day.
Daughter's Day.
I actually have heard. I was listening to that earlier.
He played it during his daughter's wedding.
Arliss
They danced to it.
Yeah, Arliss got to introduce the song. It was released on that day, and
She had no idea either.
she had no idea.
That was
No.
very sweet. It was a
We
tearjerker.
kept it a complete secret from her until he introduced the song, and then she's just standing there like, "Are you kidding me?"
Wow, that's really cool.
And then she couldn't look at him the rest of the night. She
No.
kept crying.
No.
Yeah, I was
Happy.
gonna say she was probably crying after that.
Oh yeah, yeah. But that's been a huge accomplishment.
Well,
we've had a lot of great feedback.
Misty saying that she could teach you clarinet.
There you go.
There you go,
There
man.
you go.
See, I have a problem with the embouchure.
Well, you have the opportunity if you want to learn. We'll get a hold of Misty. We'll get you guys connected if you're ready.
I've had my face broken so many times I can't really play anything with a reed anymore.
But that's what makes, the Southern Outlaws who we are, for the simple reason that we all come back from different diverse backgrounds.
Yeah.
And we're trying to, make, we're still keeping our roots to Southern rock, but we're also adding our own flair to it. We're not trying to sound like, Leonard Skinner or any of them. To me, those guys are the greats. There's no way you're going to wind up, comparing to them. But we wanted to wind up paying homage to them and also being, true to ourselves as well.
It's not that we're trying to sound like them; it just happens to come out.
Some of it.
Yeah, some of it does.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But
Listen, if you get an opportunity to play one of their songs or something like that, somebody requests something like that, I'm sure that's going to be one of those things that you're not going to turn down. You're going to be like, listen, we're not going to sound like Leonard Skinner, but we'll play it. You want to hear it? We'll
We
play it.
had
We're just-
the honor from Leonard Skinner to wind up recording 2 of their songs and have them released. One of them being Four Walls of Rayford, and then the other was Red, White, and Blue, which was originally written by Ronnie Van Zant.
Mhm.
They never really got a chance to do a studio recording of that because of the plane crash and him dying. They never felt right about doing it. They've done live recordings of it, but never a studio. So when they gave us the the rights and honor to wind up doing that, it was our way of paying it forward by anybody that downloads that song from any of the streaming platforms. 100% of that money goes to the disabled American veterans.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
they donate
Nice.
part of-
Go download the song, guys.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite songs. Red, White, and Blue is one of my favorite songs. I just
Mhm.
love that song.
Well,
Yeah.
our share of the downloads goes to our local DAV.
Yeah.
They donate.
That's really cool that you guys get to keep it local too, because then where some of that money is going too. That's absolutely fantastic.
And
Yeah.
then Leonard Skinner, they donate to
Yeah.
Washington, right?
Yeah.
Washington, D.C.
The main
Chapter.
DAV.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that's one thing, what's great about them. Not only are they to me, one of the patriarchs of Southern rock, but they pay it forward and don't forget our veterans either. They're very, God-fearing and, just love our veterans, and, just great people. And like I said, that was our way of paying it forward as well, by having the honor to do the songs.
Yeah.
And, and then that it doesn't stop there. I mean, the Johnny Cash family and stuff gave us the rights to do 2 of Johnny's songs. Well,
Yeah.
being June Carter's, but we did our version of Ring of Fire, and then
On steroids.
new version of Folsom.
Folsom, I love that one. I actually I told Brian, I said, man, they got so many different songs that I could pick from. I told him to pick one, and I was going to pick one, and I'm like, I actually picked that one for here, but then
we both pick covers too, guys. So
That's all right.
Hey, that's
They're
all right.
Ours.
They're not the same.
They're
Yeah,
not the same.
that's one nice thing is anything that we've done and given, we put our own twist to it.
Yep.
yeah, and you can tell, yeah, absolutely. Like I listened to the music and I listened to Ring of Fire, and I was like, I like this, and then it just hit different, and I was like, it's got more Southern twang to it, I guess. You know what I mean? So
they put the beat was different. That was also, it wasn't something that was slower. It was a little bit faster and it worked really good that way.
Well, one thing about doing it that way is a lot of people dance to it. There.
yeah.
And
We got a lot of wonderful feedback on it.
So I mean, that was one. Like I said, those are honors because those are the people we look up to. So to be able to get, not only do our own music that we write, but to rearrange and musically come up with new versions and stuff to these people's, songs that we look up to, I think is a big honor.
I told friends Ring of Fire, and they go, "Oh no, not again." Well, wait till you hear it.
Right.
Right.
Mhm.
Listen, I go to karaoke every once in a while, and I don't sing, but if I get some beers in me, the only thing I do is Johnny Cash Hurt. And everybody's like, "Why don't you do the Trent Reznor
The
version?"
Trent Reznor, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't like that version. I like the Johnny Cash version.
I competed
like
against
it.
Trent Reznor in high school.
Did you really?
Yeah, I competed. He went to Mercer High School, and we competed. Our jazz bands competed against each other.
That's sick, man.
He always won the saxophone award, and I always won the rhythm section award. I was like, he didn't like
Screw
me.
you, Trent Reznor.
Right?
But he
All right, guys. I know you just poured a drink. I'm gonna let you guys go use the restroom and drink. I know Mark has a song that he wants to play from. Who's it from, Mark?
I don't know which one do you. Oh well, it's Southern Outlaws Band. You tried to trick me. Fuck you.
Your song or mine, buddy?
Well, since I downloaded yours first, I'll put that one.
Excellent.
It's rolling round the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison and time keeps dragging on. But that train it keeps rolling on down to San Antonio. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. Folks eating from some fancy dining cars. They're probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. I know I had it coming. I know I can't be free. But those people keep moving, and that's what tortures me. Well, if they freed me from this prison, if that railroad train was mine, I bet I'd do a little further down the line. Far from Folsom Prison, that's where I want to stay. And I'd let that little whistle blow my blues away. Yeehaw!
I played mine instead. Oh, that's what he gets for being a smart ass to me.
Well, I finally got to hear what it sounds like.
Oh, you've heard that several times.
I like all different renditions of that one. I mean, it's different the way that you guys do it because it sounds it's got more of an upbeat to it, like I said, and it's just not just the normal way that some people do it. You know, they try to emulate it, and you guys did it so much different.
Yeah, I think the only two bands that really took that to a driving level is us, and there's a band called White Zombie, and they did a really driving version of Folsom Prison too. you know, so like I said, but you know, that just shows you where our influence and respect goes to by doing those, but doing it, you know, our way. Um, you know, we were reached out by the Kentucky Headhunters to do Dumas Walker, and then we had to do a new version of it. And
Everyone loves it.
yeah, we just kind of like jazzed it up and rearranged it and added in another chorus at the end. And, you know, people were really liking it. So,
I go to Arliss Walkers instead.
yeah.
I'm gonna have to go listen to that one then.
There is there's a gentleman that goes by DJ Mike, I think, on TikTok, and he has been mixing up some songs recently. And I don't know if you guys have heard of him or if you guys watch any of the DJs on there that mix up songs and stuff. And he can take the music that you're playing and just mash it together with something else and turn it into something completely different, and it sounds fantastic.
Oh, wow.
He hasn't
That'd be
done
cool
any
to hear.
songs yet. I'm waiting for him to grab one of your songs and be like, "Hey, I'm putting this with this, and these come together and they jive."
Yeah,
Have you
that's
tried-
cool.
have you-
If he
have you
does,
tried-
yeah, you'll have to forward that to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I reach out to him and I can get him to do that, absolutely I will.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Because
Yeah,
I know,
'cause
Bobby D that's on TikTok. He's one of the big DJ. He's actually not only a DJ on TikTok, but he's also a DJ on 105.7 out of Little Rock, Arkansas.
Cool.
That's the
And
one the
he
other night,
plays
right?
us. Yeah,
Yeah.
he plays us a lot on his show.
Mhm.
That's
Well,
awesome.
there was one.
But to have a remix, though, I think
That
that'd
would
be kind of cool to
That
hear.
would be cool.
Yeah, if you reach out to him, definitely. Yeah, if he does something,
see what
tag
he
me.
would pick.
He's got my consent. Use whatever
Oh,
he
yeah.
wants. I think that'd
Awesome.
be kind of cool to hear.
Mhm.
And that was going to be my thing about us playing your music. I know we always like to reach out to people and find out, is it okay to play your music? I mean,
That's because we get in trouble every time we do.
we don't do this show. We don't do this show to make money. We don't do the show to make money. The show doesn't make money. So we're asking for the music from the artist because we don't want to get the copyright infringements and stuff like that. You know,
We have no problem
no,
you
play it.
using any music that you want to use.
Just played all
awesome.
over-
We
all
appreciate
over.
it.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like if we play it on our show, you'll get, at least 2 more listeners.
It's
Right.
airtime.
Well, that
Yeah.
the thing of it is what a lot of people don't realize, and I do because I do a lot of the back end work, is the money's not there anymore when it comes to streams or radio play or anything. Way I look at it is that's actually getting it out in front of new listeners that
Absolutely.
make them pique their interest to want to come to a live show.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
as a musician, that's always where the money's at anymore, is in the live show. So if it picks up more followers, that when we come to Little Rock, Arkansas, or wherever, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Because the music, now in streaming, until they fix it, which they're trying to in Congress, like Spotify, they pay 0.0003 cents on a stream. Okay. And it's ridiculous. It's not even a whole cent.
Yeah.
But that is what they're trying to do, is they're trying to force them to at least pay a penny a stream, which might not sound like a lot, but when you're getting hundreds of thousands of streams, it pays in the in the long run.
Mhm.
But it's still paying a fair wage for all the musicians that are putting in the work, paying
Absolutely.
for studio time,
Yep.
and getting their music out there. Especially when Spotify last year made $4.5 billion on top of the backs of all the artists that are streamed on Spotify.
Damn.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I
think about
won't shy away from saying any of that for the simple reason
The facts are
anybody
there.
can fact check it. They make a lot of money, and that's
Yeah.
after they pay out the money to the artist.
Well,
So
here's the
that's
thing. You got to
money
think
there.
about, the users that are buying, that are, we want to play the music. We're paying, what is it, $14.99 a month or whatever. So you figure that times how many people are on Spotify.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then and then you got to look at, are the artists getting paid off of Spotify? Spotify doesn't pay them anything.
Yeah, they pay, but very, very, very little.
They pay you guys no attention. Is that what you're saying?
No.
But
No
you know,
attention at
the
all.
biggest thing that I look at, again, it goes back to, you know, because of the new age of music, it's not like the old days where the record labels, you know, had it pushed out and, you know, you're getting paid a lot of revenue off of record sales. Those days are gone.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest thing of it is it's actually getting in front of a larger audience on all the streaming platforms that make them say, hey, they're coming to our town. We got to go check them out. That is the positive that you look at that.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what we're all about. We're not, you know, we're in it and stuff. Basically, I think all these guys can agree is being on stage and entertaining people to have, I don't care what kind of crappy day they had at work or a crappy day they had all week. If they can come out and we can put a smile on their face for just that little bit of time, then we've done our jobs.
Yep.
And that's what it's all about.
The nice thing is, I'm sorry, when you come and see us, you're hearing what's on the recording, because basically in the studio we're playing live. That's what we're doing. And we don't sequence, we don't sub, we don't overdub, we don't do anything like that. We play live. It's like Van Halen, basically what they did. We play our songs, and that's what's on the recording, and that's what you're going to hear live, because it's the same thing.
I think the lives are
The only thing they're
90%.
indifferent is the live is you're going to get the energy that
Yeah.
you don't
that's-
get from the recording.
Because we're just
Yeah.
standing there in the studio. When we're live, it's see you later. Because I'm totally wireless. Dave's wireless. We're gone. We're,
oh yeah,
we're
you
moving.
never know where they're going to
Yeah,
end
so
up.
am I. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
ours is wireless,
We wind up in the crowd usually.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I don't know how many times
You
I've
love
found
the fans. That's why.
I am waiting to get at a venue book where we have a mechanical bull because I'm singing from that damn thing.
That'll be all right.
Okay.
I'm working.
We
on
might need 2 ambulances because he says he wants to join and play the guitar on it. So we might need a couple
That's
ambulances
not a good
standing
idea.
by, but we're going to do it.
I might get impaled by some guitar, but I don't know. You never
Or
know.
no, it'll be me that'll probably
Right.
be impaled by the guitar.
Oh,
We don't get on the bull together.
Yeah, you're riding, bitch.
No, no. Backwards.
No, nothing but.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back with the Southern Outlaws Band. If you're just now tuning in, guys, you want to tell them about yourselves? Southern Outlaws Band. You're from.
Oh, hold up. Before they do that, if you're just now tuning in, what the hell? Why haven't you been tuned in this whole
Where have you been?
That's right.
Literally.
Oh my God, we have to have somebody do a recap. I mean,
right. All right, Dave.
Okay, I'm Dave
Or
Weilocker.
tell them about the band.
Second, about the band.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tell them who you guys are.
he tries to play lead guitar.
we're the Southern Outlaws. You know what, you guys? If you ever want to hear a lead like you hear on the recording, forget about it.
He never does the same thing twice.
Nope.
No,
No.
Never.
no.
All right, artist. You tell them about the
Okay.
band.
Yeah, we are the Southern Outlaws Band from Northeast Ohio, and we travel all over the country. You have Mr. Dave Weilocker on lead guitar, Miss Sandy Homa, which is our manager, and Mr. Matt Bauer, which is the bass player. Here, not with us right now, is Mike, which is our drummer, and he's probably drinking a beer somewhere.
He's
Oh,
fishing.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I just finished
Or-
toting.
yeah, either
Yeah.
toting or
There's nothing wrong with drinking beers, my guy.
No, not at all.
No, well, yeah, yeah.
wherever
There
he's
is.
at, he's drinking a beer, whether he's fishing or whatever.
Yep.
Right on.
Yeah.
He comes to rehearsal with a 6-pack, so
But he
Oh,
leaves with 3 or 4
a
of them.
4-pack.
Yeah.
We don't give him much time back there on
Time
drums.
between playing.
He's yelling every once in a while, I need to refuel.
You're gonna have to give that guy a break. Is he the one that sweats the most in the band?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's constantly moving back here.
He's got our only fan.
Yeah,
He's got his only fan page.
yeah.
We were doing
All right.
and the drummer, Mikey, he literally fell off his stool behind the stage,
Yeah, he fell off the drum
He
riser.
disappeared.
disappeared, but he never missed a beat. He's reaching.
Oh,
now, mind
He's
you,
still hitting.
He's only like 5
5 foot tall.
tall.
That's pushing it.
That's pushing it. I say on his tiptoes. But anyway, We didn't even know he fell off until after.
Yeah, and then he
That's
started hollering at us.
Yeah, nobody helped me. And we're like, well, we didn't know you were gone.
So
You guys do a lot of traveling, you said.
being the cousin that I am, at our next rehearsal, I got him a medical alert little thing that he can wear, and he can push a button if he falls and he can't get up.
Yeah.
What good is that going to do us?
Give you a good
Hey,
laugh.
don't worry, the ambulance is coming for him. You ain't got to do a thing. He hits that little button, they're coming.
He's fallen a couple times on a few occasions, not on stage.
No, thank goodness.
But yeah, and then
They
I
have-
get in trouble for it.
They have a
But-
few drunken with Arliss stories. Oh yeah.
Yeah, but at least the security carried him out to the, somebody was we were very responsible. Somebody else drove us home. But yeah, Dave had to be carried.
Wow.
Then he almost dropped him because Dave wound up whispering in his ear, "This is the lightest I've ever felt." And I started laughing so hard he almost dropped him.
Yeah.
But as you can tell, we like to have a lot of fun, and we like
That's
to have
good.
a lot of fun with our fans.
Oh, yeah.
So I mean, that's what it's all about. One thing about coming to our shows, you won't pay for a VIP experience.
No.
We do not charge for a photo or an autograph.
Nope.
Because to us, that is us giving back to people coming and paying their hard-earned money on merchandise and coming and partying with us at the shows. So anything that we can give back to them, that's us thanking them.
Yep.
Dude. See, Brian, when I moved to Kentucky, you'd come visit, we'd go watch a show.
I think I read somewhere, and I'm hoping that this is accurate. You guys are due to come to Florida at some point. Is that right?
They're wanting us to, yes.
Yeah.
Like the Daytona Beach area or something like that?
That's been
That's in the
also.
works.
Okay, because that Bike Week and Biketoberfest, those are big down here. And, I think some of our bigger artists are like David Allen Coe. You know, he's one that's always at the Iron Horse Saloon in
Yeah.
Daytona Beach.
And he's right here from Ohio, from Cincinnati.
Yep.
Jason, you have fans.
Jason is one of our biggest fans.
Yeah.
And a brother.
Yes.
We love you.
Awesome.
But yeah, like I said, I mean,
And you guys have a huge show coming up. We're going to recap this.
yes.
Sorry, my computer froze up.
That's it.
August 31st, you have the big show coming up, and you have a special guest that's going to join you guys.
Yeah, we have Joshua Lee Nelson that's going to wind up opening up the show.
Awesome.
Unfortunately, Hunter Lott was going to wind up joining us, but he had a family emergency and he's not going to be able to make it. So our prayers are with him and his family.
Yep.
But it's going to be an amazing show.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. We're going to have fun.
Oh,
And
yeah.
that's why we do this, because
One way or the other.
I enjoy it. I mean,
I think
Yeah.
all of you do.
yeah.
That's good. I mean, you guys have been doing it for years, so that a few years together, so that's good. You haven't had any fights or anything like that, tiffs.
Yeah, little squabbles about music, but nothing personal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nothing personal.
We just lock him in the trunk when that happens.
To do that,
Yeah.
he'll just get in all by himself.
He locks himself in.
All right, Mark, was there I thought I saw something pop up on the screen a second ago. Was there a question? I thought I saw a question that popped up.
It was Jason. He's a big fan of ours. He hangs out.
Oh, I
Yeah.
saw that.
We drink together
Oh yeah.
and fish and swim. There he is.
There he is.
It was Jan May. It's not a question. It was Jan.
Sandusky. Oh yeah. I have reached out to them, so we'll see what happens.
That's a big bike week too.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mark, where are you moving in Kentucky?
We're still trying to figure that out.
My brother
We're-
in Jefferson County.
Right now, it's around. I think we picked around the Lexington area.
Lexington.
That's nice down there.
Nice area.
Been through all of them. I mean,
Yeah, I'm leaving Florida. I'm tired of the heat.
Yeah.
I just got to leave. It's been a long time since I've been in snow, so that's going to be a big change.
well, they don't get a lot of it.
No.
I'll tell you
Yeah.
what,
We
I have
haven't
a
gotten a
girlfriend
lot
that
of
moved
it,
back
really.
from Florida, and she hates it. She's like, I thought I needed the cool weather. Oh, she hates
Cold weather doesn't bother me. It's going to be funny seeing my son, because my son, he doesn't wear shirts. He's in shorts and sandals, so it's going to be a big change for him.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, we got an offer on our house, and we weren't even trying to sell it. So
There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
It's always a good deal.
But no, we are working on several different things and stuff. So, there will be a schedule. Anytime, they need to look, we always post our schedule on our page. So definitely stay tuned to it.
We got some things coming up that
Yeah.
we'll be posting soon. So
Yeah.
once everything's locked in.
Very good. Very good.
yeah, people like my
What are you
mask.
looking at?
I got a shit ton of masks though. I got other Jason masks. I got other figures. This is just for now.
You need one of those.
Now at the August 31st show, we're gonna have merch for sale from Mimi's Creations,
Yes.
and there's gonna be a food truck there, at least one. I don't know if two or
I
not.
think 2 or 3.
2 or 3 food
Not
trucks.
100%, but there
Okay.
will be food trucks.
And it's a distillery.
Listen, guys, if you find a good food truck, I'm telling you, it's worth it. A lot of times they're a little pricey, but you got to remember those are your small mom and pop places. They're not the Pizza Huts and the McDonald's and stuff like that. Like I said, my wife owns a food truck, so I can tell you.
Hey, your wife's food truck's not that expensive. They give you what you pay for.
Yeah,
Right.
Exactly.
it'll be a
And
family.
listen, it's got to be good food. Read the reviews before you eat off of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. From what we know, there's going to be a barbecue.
And then
food
possibly a taco truck. And then
But Mimi's Creations has got she's coming to sell merchandise that has our logo and everything on it.
she
so
does
we gotta give
amazing
a
work
big shout out
for
on
her
them.
mom and husband. They do a lot of different products, but they make a lot of stuff for us.
Yeah.
And
Shirts, tumblers,
hoodies, wind
keychains,
spinners.
wind
And we gotta go.
spinners.
Big
All kinds
shout out to the radio stations too that are pushing the show. We've got 4 of the major 2 major rock stations and 2 major country stations that are advertising it in the Northeast Ohio area. Plus it's on iHeartRadio, Sirius XM radio. And then Monday morning, everybody can wake up in Northeastern Ohio and tune into WFMJ channel 21 and wind up seeing our lovely faces and stuff on the morning show.
Yes.
So we'll be advertising the show on
At
channel
5:45
21.
a.m.
Who's doing the stage? The trailer.
I hope this thing blows up for you guys to where this thing is just super jam packed.
Well,
Yeah.
the goal
Yes.
is eventually maybe doing this as an annual thing, and
Yeah.
then us bringing in
Making
other
it
national
even,
acts
making
and
it even
making
bigger each year. Just keep adding
to it each year.
and bringing in
Yeah.
different acts, and yeah, it would be great.
What's the dream, guys? Is the dream, and I don't know if you played there or not, but is the dream to play like the Grand Ole Opry?
No, one's already done that.
He's already done it.
He's already done it.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been there, but I've
What
never
was it like? Tell me.
Right?
It's absolutely amazing. When I was young at the time, and being backstage, and then they say you're up after. I mean, at that time, I think my dressing room at the Opry was bigger than my hotel room. And then they knock on the door. They say, "Well, get ready, you're up," and you backstage, and then you see the barn backdrop behind the black backdrop, and then you see that circle standing on the stage, and thinking of all the people that performed there, from Waylon Jennings, Elvis Presley. I mean, the list goes on, and then you can start getting the goosebumps and the hair stands on you. I mean, it's amazing feeling, and one that I'll never forget. And it was I got the sign backstage. My name's next to Hank Williams Jr.
Wow.
So, I mean, it was an honor to wind up playing there, and
There is a video. On
can't
YouTube
wait.
of
Yeah,
that.
there is.
What did you play? What song?
I did a country version of House of the Rising Sun.
Nice.
That was my pick, and we're gonna play that here in just a few minutes.
Well, I
because
mean, you give me shit and I don't play your song. I'll play the other one that I have.
I will give you a backstory on that, though. I was the first one to ever do House of the Rising Sun on the Grand Ole Opry stage because that was back in
Early
90, early 90s. I'm not trying to age myself by any means, but
He's a freaking
Yeah.
baby.
That's a but.
when during the pandemic, that was one of the, I think, second songs we wound up recording.
Yeah.
Alan Price, which is one of the songwriters and was the keyboard player for the Animals, actually called me from England. He loved our version of it, and actually a version of our version is on his wall, and gave us the rights and stuff to have it and release it. So that was kind of like another honor and stuff. That was one of our first big celebrity endorsements.
It was.
To wind up doing somebody else's music. So that was a big honor.
That's awesome.
Mhm.
That's awesome. I would love to see you guys hit that stage again. Arliss knows the stage. Get the whole band back in the.
Well, what was this where you stood at the Troubadour
Yeah.
when we
We
played
played
the
at
Troubadour?
Troubadour in Nashville.
When I played it, when we all played at the Troubadour, there's another circle that's actually there that was cut out of the Ryam Auditorium during the flood. So I've actually stood on both, from the Troubadour, the Texas Troubadour there in Nashville, Tennessee, and the same circle at the Opry House.
Mhm.
That's cool.
Nice.
I think we stayed in Mississippi. Elvis was there, wasn't he?
And
Yes.
matter of fact, that the lady that was doing the spotlight, I got to talk to her when we were at the Troubadour. Here, she remembered me from when I played at the Grand Ole Opry,
because she was
and
with,
she was singing with Porter Wagner, and that was who introduced me when I played at the Grand Ole Opry.
Wow.
Wow.
Mhm.
That's cool, man. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Speaking of House of the Rising Sun, Mark,
Oh, you actually want me to play the
I
right
really
song
want to
this
hear
time?
this song now. Yes.
Okay.
Guys, we're going to take another quick break.
Since you didn't give me any shit this time, I'm gonna actually play the right song.
You're going to listen to my pick.
All right.
Maybe I might have tagged it different too. But here we go.
There's a house in New Orleans they call
That's my jam.
There you go.
I love that song. Absolutely fantastic. I'm glad that the animals were okay saying, "Hey, play it, enjoy it," because man, you guys did a fantastic job with that.
Well,
Thank you.
one thing I think when it came down to the arrangement of it is I've done it for years, and that way. But I always thought, if you could break it down with a female vocalist in it, and then I wanted to kind of like go back to like the Conway Twitty and Loretta Lynn, how he would do a verse, she would do a verse, but then they would end together. That was kind of like my idea with House of the Rising Sun was, me starting it, her doing it, and then we would come back and finish it together. And, so it was a different twist, on it that nobody's really done. So it was a lot of fun, especially since, like I said, I'm used to doing it by myself. But to have a female vocalist in there too, I thought it brought a different dimension to it.
Absolutely. All right, guys, we're back with the Southern Outlaws Band once again in the house. Guys, thank you all for coming on to the show, and we do appreciate it. Mark normally has a game set up for us to play.
I didn't do the game.
For some reason, he didn't.
Normally we do a game. It's called Florida or Not Florida. And last night the veterans that we had on decided that they wanted to play all 7 cards. So I didn't do it.
But there was an article that came out, and I think Mark still has this article, and we're just going to ask you.
Hold on.
Is it Florida or not Florida? And if you didn't watch the show, you wouldn't know.
Okay. Hold on. You're talking about the last one, or that one?
The one, yes.
Just
pop the article up.
Cartoon porn, Dave didn't see it.
No, I can't put the article up, but it was basically, I had to word this the best way, not the way that I would have last night, but all right. Woman kills her husband because he stops eating her pussy.
Florida.
Why? Why did you go there? Why does it have to be Florida?
Hey, that's happened in Ohio. I mean, come on.
Okay.
I picked both states. No problem.
I'm sorry. Finish the story, the backstory. Finish.
Well, they don't really give a whole lot on the backstory. Basically, she kills him because he wasn't doing his job, because she loves it before sex. That's her thing. She wants it done every time that they have sex.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, I thought it was funny. I sent it to Brian. As soon as I read it, I was like, man, I'm going to send this to Brian because I think he'd get a kick out of it. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna play this one. And it was like, wow, nobody got it though. I can honestly tell you, it is not Florida.
Really?
Do you remember where it happened?
That'd be Newton Falls. I think I know her.
I knew that guy. Miss that poor bastard.
Poor man. Wife kills husband because
What?
Oh shit.
Maryland.
Maryland.
I thought we had to pick between Ohio and Florida.
No.
Well, when we first started the game, I started it out where it was Florida because we're from Florida, and it's whatever state that who our guests were at the time. But some states just have some boring ass arrests. So
Maryland.
Yeah.
Well,
I
was find out, a new thing is what the Southern Outlaws Band has done on the road.
Yeah,
True or false?
Yeah.
True or false?
Oh, okay.
And there's a lot of footage on the
We're gonna have to play that game.
Kind of like, did one member in Tennessee go through a Walmart with a unicorn mask over his head?
It's true.
He had his clothes on, right?
Oh yeah, he had his clothes on.
I don't know. It's kind of hot.
Was it Mac?
No, it wasn't me. I don't wear the whole costume.
He threw you under the bus, brother.
Brian, you would have went through Walmart that way too.
Absolutely. If you would have asked me to do it, I would have done it. I would have said no problem. As long as my wife's not around, I'm good to go. The minute she tells me to knock it off, I'm acting childish. I still don't know what that means.
She tells us both
My
that.
wife does not walk into a store with me at all anymore. She makes sure that she walks in like several minutes before me.
She
A
doesn't
lot
know
of these
you.
people will not go to shopping with me anymore.
I will.
Yeah,
My-
Sandy will. You know, you have a few, those little scooter, races or something, and I'm the reason why ours doesn't have those little Hot Wheel things anymore out for display.
You done crashed into the Hot Wheels, did you?
Well, I kind of crashed into one of those, the display with the bouncing balls and stuff, and they kind of like all went everywhere. So now they don't put those on display for people to try, or well, mainly kids to try.
What I find here in this county, quite honestly, is not the kids that go into Walmart and cause a ruckus. It's all of us old people.
Yeah,
Brian, we used to throw footballs around. And
we're bored.
we used
Well,
to take
I'm not
footballs
allowed
inside
Spencer's
Walmart.
Gifts anymore. I got
Say what?
There.
I go into try on
Spencer's
pants.
Gifts.
I go into try on pants, and then I sit in there for a minute or two, and I go, "Hey, there's no toilet paper in here." I like that. I don't know why.
I'm gonna do that the next time I go to this. I'm gonna do that the next time I go.
I am the unicorn.
He is the unicorn
Yes.
master.
I knew it.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Well, I got to tell you, because I had a birthday there at where we used to rehearse, and I got all these T-shirts with a unicorn and then my face plastered on the side of the damn. I'm like, what the hell?
I'm good with Photoshop.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's like, oh my god.
We had a special horn for him with a suction cup on it, and he wouldn't wear that. I don't know why. It was about that long.
You
It's
know,
rainbow
I
colored,
mean,
Yeah.
But no, as you can see, we do have a lot of fun.
We
But
do.
yeah, hey, it doesn't have to be on stage either.
No. No.
The funny thing is about that Nashville story, when we were at Walmart, we were in Frankfort, Tennessee, and it was, all of us. My wife, she went off way away from me. All the crap that we wind up doing through that whole thing, and people recognized who we were.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
They didn't remember any of the goofy shit. They remembered us passing a flask of whiskey back and forth to each other throughout, the whole thing.
We like to share.
And here he had a unicorn head on him. I mean, we did all kinds of shit. And that's their takeaway from it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the guy right there. He was drinking in the store.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was drunks.
Yep.
So what?
The strange looks. Hey, we don't care.
No.
As long as I'm not doing it locally, I'm good.
It's Walmart, for crying out loud. I mean, think
Locally,
about it.
He does it locally. He says, Dave, one day he said, let's go. I got to go to Walmart. I said, okay.
So hold my
So,
beer.
no, you know what I did?
He sat on the back of my pickup
Tailgate
truck,
of
would
the truck.
not go into the
I would
store
not
and let
go
me
in
go
the
in by
store, no.
myself.
That's right. Nope. Not going.
He was watching the truck for you.
I was.
Yeah.
I
uh-huh.
was. Uh-huh.
No, nobody can steal your truck as long as you got Dave sitting there on the tailgate. You're good
Right.
to go.
They don't want it.
And Spencer's Gifts, I don't know what the hell their problem was. I was product testing their little wind up little penis thing and making sure that they all worked.
Quality control.
Well, unfortunately, they frown upon that.
They're not fans of that, are they?
No, I was asked not to come back.
So we went
But
to
it's just that one location. Don't worry.
yeah, we went to a
Yeah.
different mall and everything.
And Victoria's Secret loves me.
Yeah.
They keep trying to drag me in there, and I don't know why, but
My own brother won't go there anymore. It's like, hey, you hold up a pair of lacy panties to your ass and say, does this make my ass look big? And the girls are very helpful. I love them to death. They're very helpful there.
They are a buckle too.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
My wife don't like my buckle. The one girl asked her she can come in and help me change it. With my wife there, she said, "No, you ain't."
Well, hell, that sounds like a good time. I should have been in Ohio about that time. Was that in Ohio?
Yeah.
Yeah, it happened in Ohio.
Well, yeah, Ohio. Yeah. That's
That and their selfies in front of Adult Mart, on I-69
Oh,
in
yeah, I love that
Ohio.
place.
I love that place.
The
The thing of
preferred
it is,
customer.
they're mismarketed. I went in there and asked for T-shirts.
They don't have any.
No, you got a place called Adult Mart.
They don't like to wear shirts in those places.
I know.
You got to sell T-shirts. That's a marketable name.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's
Speaking of
something.
T-shirts, you guys are going to have some merchandise available. You said, and
At the show.
that is from who is going to do that for you guys?
Mimi's Creations. She makes all kinds of different things. She's going to be making tumblers. She makes wind spinners.
Should I go get the
keychains.
jacket? Sure.
Yeah, you can get the jacket.
Yeah. Hold on.
Oh,
She's
yeah,
made
you can.
hoodies and stuff for us,
I got one in my
which
car.
Dave's going to go get one.
Is this stuff on the website on your website as well?
If they go to Mimi's Creations on her site, they can order anything that they want.
Okay.
Even if they want to add something to it,
She custom.
she'll customize things for them, whatever they want.
MI
Yeah, MI.
creation.
And we tag them in on a lot of stuff so they can find their information right off of our website or our Facebook.
Okay.
I don't know if
Mark
Sandy
wrote it down for us.
our
Here's the
website yet or not.
Very
But
cool.
yeah, this
This
is actually
is
one
a
of the
hoodie.
hoodies.
Yeah. That's a hoodie.
Awesome. Awesome.
And then on this side, it has our record label.
Okay.
Yeah. We actually have our own record label too. So
Who created the record label? All of you guys?
No, I mean,
us too.
I wasn't around then.
Oh,
I came up with the idea. We were on the charts, and I said, okay. I didn't like what I seen there, and I said to him, I said, well, let's do our own. So
okay.
he came up with the design, and matter of fact, he's a pretty damn good artist too. I mean, he has done some amazing work,
Yeah.
even outside of what we do. But all the logos, everything is him.
Awesome. Okay.
As far as the artistry goes. So yeah,
What's the label?
What our label is SOB Records,
Yep.
Okay, that sounds about right.
where music is good for the soul.
Which is one of our songs, "Good for the Soul." So yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, we wind up doing all of our own licensing. We do our own publications. And then we do our own distribution. And he said, it's like, well, hell, we might as well just start our own label since we do everything ourselves anyways.
Right.
And now it has grown to where the Southern Outlaws Band is now on over 50,000 radio stations around the world. The farthest one being Galaxy 107 FM out of New Zealand.
Oddly, we're big in New Zealand. Very big.
Yeah.
We're getting bigger. So
New Zealand.
New
Yeah.
Zealand.
Yeah.
Yeah, we meet with them about every 6 months, and we are live on the radio with them.
Our last interview that we wound up doing them was pushed out to over 5 million listeners.
Yeah.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow. Guys, I can't get you 5 million. I can get you 5.
There we go.
Hey,
that's
we're
all right.
five.
More.
Let's see, that's 5
Million
million
and five.
Yeah, 5 million.
That's 4 more that follow that follow him. He's never on Facebook or anything.
I know he
Anyways.
doesn't do Facebook. I don't know why.
No.
He just.
But he's
I-
hiding from the FBI. You guys didn't know that?
Oh no.
That's why he grew out the. That's why he grew out the beard and wears the
Wow,
beanie.
shows. I mean,
We got choppers.
Fantastic.
Well, because of what I do, I kind of stay off of the social media because I'm on the computer almost 8-10 hours a day, and I can't stand it. And when I get done, I'd rather go fishing.
That's a security thing too, isn't it?
Yeah.
yeah, I will have to say that he is smarter than he looks.
Hey, I try.
There's your compliment.
I can say that about Brian too, but I'm not going to.
Yeah.
You can say it; it doesn't mean anything.
You know what?
I don't pay him too much, but like I said, I got to give it to him. He's smarter than he looks. Can't type worth a shit.
No, but see, Brian should read my typing because he's the word Nazi or the dictionary Nazi.
Yes,
Okay,
send it over to me. I'll read it and then I'll lose my mind and pull the rest of my hair out of my face because I done pulled it off my head.
Dude.
Okay, if you read anything that he winds up sending you, I guarantee you will wind up needing medical attention right away. Because our last song that we wound up doing, and it's like he sent me, the lyrics. Is like, the hell am I supposed to do with this?
Make up whatever you want. We got the studio, and Dave's like, "That's not what I wrote." Arts goes, "I don't know."
No shit, but that's what I could make out of it anyway.
It's like it's going to be cryptic when you type stuff over to me, and there's no space bar or nothing used ever. So.
300.
Well, it's going to be like when they send the Morse code or the cryptic code, during World War II between each other. You're going to have to associate a number with a letter.
Oh, hell with that. They should have hired you. Nobody would have figured it out. Both sides would have lost.
700 letter word.
I mean,
this
there's
is the longest word in the dictionary.
Like, well, there's no intelligent life here. We're going to keep on going.
That's why aliens haven't visited us here in Florida.
Yeah, it's him.
Yeah.
They get his communication. Case West.
Brian.
Oh, hell no.
We get aliens all the time. We just don't see them.
Yeah, that's because they lock their doors and keep on going after they see him.
Oh man,
we have a lot of fun. I mean, I view life as being happy and just,
I was going to say, if you're not having fun being a part of the band, man, or if you're just not having fun, I guess it's just time to say, hey, look, I want to do something different. Right. But if you guys are having fun, you've been doing it for, you said, over 5 years together. I think it makes sense to keep it going and see how much more fun you can have. Right.
Well, yeah.
Well, that's just it, well, plus we've all come, so much experience. There's like all together with everybody in the band, you got over 250 years of music experience and knowledge behind it.
Thanks. I feel old now.
And different. I mean, you got Matt that plays a lot of instruments. He's been in a lot of bands. Me, I listen to a lot of
weird shit,
weird stuff. I mean, I've got a collection of over 12,000 pieces of music. And I mean, everything from the Cleveland Orchestra, all of, to death metal and all that other stuff. But I listen to a lot of European stuff, and those guys are classically trained musicians. And I mean, I just love it. I love listening to it. And I mean, you got Arliss. I mean, come up. He grew up with the stuff, the bluegrass and all that.
Yeah.
And I was taught by a banjo teacher. I mean, but I didn't play the banjo. He played the banjo, and I played the guitar. But it was kind of cool. So
I don't know. I could kind of see you playing a banjo. I think you could get into it. What do you think?
If I did, I'd probably put pickups on it and dobro strings.
Make it real loud and distorted.
Well, the one guitar that I do use, I actually modified as the slide guitar.
And we've got to give a lot of credit whoever built that guitar. They built probably one of the cheapest but strongest guitars we've ever seen because he's got dobro strings on it.
Yes.
The strings are that far off the neck, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very thick ass strings that are not built for that kind of guitar, and that guitar still has not folded in half.
Exactly.
So
that is a good thing. That is a very good thing.
Jazz musicians that are doing like Metallica now. That's pretty cool. They're bleeding heavy metal into jazz music, and it sounds so cool. What's that one? Something jukebox.
I think I know what you're talking about. But
The girl singer, string bass player, and all that. I was like,
well, it's like the two guys that are from France, and they do with the cellos. And I mean, they do Thunderstruck, and they do songs like that. That's the kind of stuff I like to look at and listen to because
you had the
different.
one hillbillies and stuff that wound up doing that too. They played Thunderstruck on hitting an anvil
Wow.
and
Oh yeah, I've heard that. I've heard
Look at
that.
hey, that's amazing.
Yeah.
What those
David Lee-
guys have done.
David Lee Roth does Jump with a bluegrass band. It is so cool. He's just
Yeah.
smiling the whole time.
You know, the biggest thing of it is, in a lot of interviews I've said it, and it's not just the gimmick, is, you know, music is a universal language that does bring us all together. No matter what kind of style that you wind up, you know, playing or whatever, it still brings us all together.
Yep.
And, you know, we've all got roots somewhere. And I think that's what makes it more unique, because like we've discussed, you know, there's so many chords that you can wind up playing, but they've all been done before.
Exactly.
That's just what you do to
It's
it,
how
and the
you
feeling
present them.
and
Yeah.
present it, you know,
Yeah.
to everybody
Yeah.
that makes it different.
Yeah. And I mean,
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the songs are coming back from, you know, from the early '60s and stuff. People are reviving
Yep.
songs from the '60s and bringing them back and putting a heavier beat to it and stuff like that, and changing it and making it their own style. And now you're getting more ears on that song, and you're like, wait a minute, who was the original singer to this song?
What do you mean this
Yeah.
is a remake?
yeah.
Exactly.
Go back and see who it was.
You know,
And then you find out, and then you're like, damn, I like the original better, or I like the remake better.
We've got
Yeah,
Christmas tunes that'll be coming out in November,
yeah, we've got a Christmas album in the project, and
but
We do-
3
we doing
new
mine too?
ones. Huh?
oh, that one should be interesting.
we'll have to
Was that before?
relearn
I
that.
know.
Yeah.
Matt Misty said, "Postmodern jukebox ? All about that bass."
That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah, there's one, but I saw Yacht Music, Metallica, Enter Sandman. It was really cool.
Now I'm gonna have to go look it up.
Oh, the best Enter the Sandman that I've ever heard was the 3 women that do the bagpipes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Oh,
I heard that. Yes.
that's
yeah,
pretty
there's
cool.
one from India, there's one from the US, and I think the one bagpipe player is from the Netherlands. And oh my God, unbelievable what those 3 girls and stuff did on that. I mean,
Who's the little Japanese girl that plays the Eagles on that big string thing? That she's bending notes and stuff. I was like, wow.
yeah, I've seen that.
Just
But that's what's,
incredible.
you know, really cool is, you know, music that has been done, and then seeing other people's interpretation of it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the thing.
You know, it's just amazing, you know, and I think it's great.
Just Joe on TikTok. He is he's the guy that did Big Show's music back when Big Show was
A wrestler.
a wrestler back in WWE. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
his
did, and now he plays piano on TikTok, and he'll ask for suggestions. People give him like, "Hey, play this song in a ballad," so he plays it on piano and
Yeah.
sings it. Does the whole thing. I'm like, holy
Right.
shit.
yeah, right after we were done with our show, we told him we were going to send him one. I forget what one we sent. I told him that we wanted him to do, but he did it for us, and it was like, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, he takes everything. It could be fast moving, and he brings it all the way down to a mellow, beat.
Yeah.
And he does it really good. He did Sweet Child of Mine, and it was so freaking awesome. Every time I listen to him, I'm like, damn, I can't wait to hear him and live.
Yeah, you might know a song, but not till somebody else does it in a different style.
Yeah,
That's right.
I like listening to it, all different ones. Brian sends me, at least once a day, somebody doing something different on of a different song. He's like, man, I'd like to get this one on our show or this one. And
Well, like I find different artists. Like last night's artist I found is a what's that girl's name? Grace McCoy, and she's not on a label, right? She's not on a label, and her music is absolutely astounding, dude. I'm like, holy cow. So I would definitely want to reach out to her and say, hey, we'd love to have you on the show. We'd like to learn more about you.
but
Same
first
as-
we got to find her. The way
That's
they
the hard
do it.
part. She's in Nashville, Tennessee somewhere.
Well, one thing, if you guys need any, when it comes to artists and stuff, just reach out. I can wind up hooking you up to quite a few of them.
Fantastic. We appreciate that, guys. We do.
But I mean, that's the whole thing with us. We listen to everything.
Yeah.
And we don't pigeonhole ourselves into one thing. And me as a guitarist, and I know Matt played in previous projects with me. I'll tell you what, it is amazing to see the transformation of some songs. So
We may reject things, but we don't pigeonhole ourselves into one category.
Exactly.
But
Yeah, Dave does a killer version of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. I mean,
I do. Oh man, you never heard it so good. Yep.
Who all's got kids on the panel? You guys all got kids?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I
Matt,
got
Dave?
one. He's 32.
Yep. I got 1, 2, 3, 3.5.
that he knows of.
3.5. Oh, you got a step. You got a step, or
Yeah.
And my wife says that. I don't have any kids that I know of. I'm like, what?
what the hell?
You know, it's okay for a guy to say that,
Yeah,
but a woman.
How did that happen?
How did that work?
How does that happen? How does
Well,
that happen?
I'm going to tell you something. I'm not like Sandy. She's got 1, 2, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. She's got 11 grandchildren herself.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know that many people.
Yeah.
I don't
Me either.
like that many people. Are you kidding me?
No, that's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even know their names, but I can hang out.
Yeah. I remember you from somewhere.
Hey, you.
What's your name again?
Yeah, exactly.
You used to come
That's
here.
what
and
my dad did. Listen, when I first met my father, he said, "Hey, you, come here." It's
Hey,
because
you.
he couldn't remember my name.
That's
You know,
what I
that's
told
why
him.
he called me.
That's what I called him. I said, Arliss, what the hell kind of name is that? I said, I told Sandy, I said, there's a guy named Arliss. Have you ever heard that? I said, I call him Hey You because I don't want to say
For
the
2
wrong.
weeks.
I said, I don't want to say it wrong, but you know, and he's like, you know.
I went on 3 dates with my wife before I knew her name.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
You know, and his wife, I say, what's her name? Because
She does.
I can't remember what her name is.
That's what Mike calls her too.
What's her name?
everybody calls her-
Man calls her, what's her name?
Are you going home to what's her name? Nah.
Yeah, really, you going home with what's her name?
Yeah, I'm going her car. Yeah.
Oh, he drives around in the car. The front license plate says Princess.
And he's jealous.
Yeah. He's
He-
Oh, no,
Well, I mean, in public, I can't use my wife's name because then all these other people turn around because my wife's name's Karen. So
Oh, you know,
Yeah,
somebody,
they kind of ruined that.
somebody
didn't
had
they?
to explain that to me what a Karen was.
And now that you know anybody named Karen, you're just like,
Yeah.
oh, shit.
now that I know, oh my,
Hi, my name's
okay.
Karen. I just start laughing.
Yeah.
She got one of them bob haircuts and
Yeah.
like
Glasses, wearing a moo-moo. Bitch
telling
about-
people they can't grill in their own yard.
Yep.
Get out of here.
I know. You can't listen to that music on your headphones.
Stop it.
Oh, wow, Mark, I got to tell you, that's cool though. Wow.
Guys,
I'm-
listen, we asked
I'm-
you guys for an hour of your time, and y'all have been super generous. And I'm not going to hold you guys up. I don't know. I think Mark's got a couple more questions.
Sure.
Sure, Mark.
Fire away.
Fire away.
So you put me on the spot like that, huh?
Well, because listen. If not, remember I'm old, and my thing's going to ring here in a minute to let me know it's my bedtime.
And
Oh,
if yours has any questions, reach out.
Yeah,
Let us know.
Because we don't know answers, but we can fake it.
Yeah.
that's right. We'll make it.
yeah. See, normally we, in October 19th, we have a show. It's an actual live show that we do from our Walmart here. It'll be the last one we do for a little while that here. It's for the Children's Miracle Network. We got invited in the June, and then we got invited back to October. The funny part is we're called Talking Shit, and a children's network show. We're like, okay, so we have to tell people we're talking shh for the day.
Yeah, because I didn't never put an I in there. Did you see? There's no I in our name.
No,
Was, but that's me reading something.
I
I put
See my handwriting. My handwriting you can read, right?
Yeah.
No, he can't.
Well, let me ask you guys a question. I mean,
Yeah.
you know where we're from. Where are you guys from in Florida?
Citrus County, Florida.
Okay.
Circus County. It's the
We're an hour north. We're an hour north from Tampa.
So you're on
Hour
the west
north.
side.
Okay.
We're on the
Yeah.
west side. We're on the
West
Gulf Coast side.
Now, I used to live in Apopka.
Okay.
So we're an hour and 30 minutes from Apopka.
Okay.
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 Hour and
Gotcha.
30.
Okay.
Yeah, but back when you lived in Apopka, they probably didn't even create Citrus County. Like Citrus County has not been.
Dude, he's not that much older than us.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that, you jagaloon.
What are you talking about? I mean, he got his driver's license on a T-Rex.
Cracker Jack's box, right?
Yeah.
I flunked the first time.
Yeah.
Didn't want to listen to me.
The T-Rex wouldn't listen.
Yeah. So
Back up.
no, but I
Listen.
know Florida very well. I mean, I still have friends that live down there. One lives.
Oh, the link to donate, that would be to the disabled veterans.
Actually, no.
I'm gonna put up both of them if there's a way of if you guys have a link that we can use. I'm gonna put that up at
PayPal.
Sandy, you got.
Hold on.
Hold on.
We got to get the boss.
Yeah.
She's the brains. Yeah, she's the brains behind the outfit
Oh,
here.
God.
Somebody has to do the brains because none of us have any.
No.
I see, baby.
Okay, let me find my.
for the Children's Miracle Network. When we start that, it'll be September 1st is when we start asking for dollar donations. That's all that we want.
Yeah, because I every dollar counts. So I felt like, instead of asking people for a bunch of money and just being like, hey, would you donate? All I want people to do is donate $1. If every person donated $1, I think that goes a long way too.
Yeah,
it does. It does, seriously.
So
I have a.
You could share that with them, right?
Yeah, I can.
Mark, she's going to share it, and then if you want to post that up, so you
Yeah.
can put the link up there, Mark.
Where am I going? How about if I send it to you, or
should have went to the share button.
Oh, she on.
No, I can do it. Hold on. Wait. Oh, here.
Let's see.
If
I
you
think
spell it to Mark, you just got to do it phonetically so that he can put it up on the computer right.
You got to do it very, very slow.
Slow.
This is a.
Because Mark doesn't read very fast.
Oh, I don't
Am I
either.
doing-
Mark, I'm with you on
Am I
that.
doing for him? Am I doing messenger, email?
do it under Messenger,
Okay.
and he misses the band page already.
Oh,
See, these guys use their phones. The laptop that we're
I don't know
looking
if I
at
can
you
do it from
from,
the band
it's
page.
my laptop,
I'm gonna have to send it.
Okay,
and
hold on.
that's all I know how to work.
Crap.
I send smoke signals.
I
About as good as I get.
I can send you a stone tablet.
I can play drums. I can play
Hold on.
messing on the tom tom.
when I hear the beat, I'll know. I'll be like, is that Matt? I think
Yeah,
that's
that's
Matt.
Matt. Yes.
What is he trying to say?
Send lunch.
That's his name. Mark.
I am hungry.
Me hungry.
BENSETTE.
TTE. Everybody, that's how you spell my last name.
Yeah.
I think I sent it to you too, but don't worry about it. Okay, I sent it.
So, Mark, you will post that up for the viewers, and it looks like there are some people that would like to donate
Yeah,
tonight,
anything.
sir. Tonight.
Yeah, they donate and stuff to that. That's all going to go to the DAV.
Yep.
It's a great organization, especially when you know where the money is going.
Yeah.
A lot of the other organizations where you don't know where the money is going is
Right.
kind of
Well, like one of the last things we wound up doing, we did a signed bottle signing that got auctioned off. We did an auction
Guitar.
for a signed Gibson guitar that was donated by Guitar Center that we signed, and all that money we raised, we presented that to them.
Yeah. it was-
They were
it's
so
something.
overwhelmed because we raised a third of their Christmas budget, where they buy Christmas dinners for all the veterans and Christmas presents for all their kids.
Mhm.
So we were able to raise over a third of their budget for that.
Yep.
Did they need to just show up on one of our military shows, like
Yeah.
when we do the
I could get
Veterans Day show.
the with the state of Ohio representative. His name's Will Hartman, and I can get you in contact with him for one of your guys' veterans shows.
That'd
You
be
know,
cool.
That'd be awesome.
Nice thing about it is this show that we're doing. My brother's actually a 20-year retired Air Force veteran and disabled as well, and he's actually coming from Arizona to be with my dad and
Yeah,
my family because my dad's going to celebrate his 88th birthday, and we're going
Nice.
to put that there at the show. But it's basically just the family, the kids, and yeah, he's the one that I keep in my prayers as far as things go because he's seen a lot of activity over 20 years. So
I bet.
yeah,
well, like his brother was lucky to be alive because when they had a mortar shell
hit
that
the side.
wound up hitting the side of the C-130.
Yeah,
The load shifted, and he was a load master for the C-130 for the 910th Air Wing Division. The load shifted and damn near crushed him to death.
yeah,
It severed the.
sciatic nerve.
So,
Wow.
yeah, he, and one thing is, I did try to get a flyover scheduled, unfortunately, and nothing on their part. But with what happened to President Trump, the assassination attempt, the Pentagon kind of like stopped all
everything
that
right now.
because of security risk, and it's totally understandable. But
Oh,
we
yeah.
will have at the show, we will have not only the state representative and stuff from the DAV, but when we do open the show in our first small little break that we do after our first two intro songs, when we thank everybody, thank our sponsors, thank everybody that put on the show, we will have the DAV there to present the colors. Their honor guard will bring in the colors, and then we will wind up going into red, white,
Sure
and blue.
will, Misty.
Nice.
So what better way to support our veterans and just everyday working class people to come together as going in the red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
Arliss, do you miss the military?
Hell no.
I said the same thing, man.
Everybody is.
I miss the brotherhood.
Well,
shared.
I do miss a lot of the people. I mean, I met, there were so many people in our unit. I had one guy, he was from the U.S. Virgin Islands. I mean, and that bastard was showing us pictures of where he lives. I was like, you know what? You suck, because this is beautiful, where he's from. And here we're in Fort Bliss, Texas, El Paso, the real shithole of America. I'm sorry. Coming from, either West Virginia or Ohio, I'm used to seeing green grass and green hills. You go to El Paso, you see nothing but desert. And we trained in White Sands, New Mexico. So, when you prayed to see something the color green, and I hate green. I hate the color green. I really do. But you missed it back then. And happen to, shake out your boots in the morning because of scorpions. And, I mean, it was a real shithole. I mean, it was bad. I don't know if anybody's ever been to Fort Bliss, Texas, but if you have, you know what I'm talking about.
I'll tell you.
No, I've been to Texas, but that.
A base that I was not fond of, Fort Lost in the Woods.
Oh, over in Missouri. Oh, yeah.
So I was in the Navy. I was in the Navy, and that's where the chemical, biological, and radiological warfare stuff is. So they took us in the woods and made us deal with chemicals and shit. And I was like, oh, this isn't fun.
That's Fort Leonard Wood, right?
Fort Leonard Wood. Yeah. Fort Lost in the Woods.
Yeah.
Well, you go to Fort Bliss, Texas, we get to blow shit up. But I was attached to the 93 Delta out of Fort Bliss.
What is that?
What I can
surfboard people.
Yeah, what I can wind up legally saying and stuff is surface to air missile.
Got it. And once again, thank you for your service, and thank you for what you do for the veterans. Thank you guys for what you all do for the veterans. It's absolutely fantastic. I know you guys have
not just our veterans, but our first responders too. We cannot forget about them, and not just because I was a first responder, but to me, and God forbid, I know a lot of police people that love me and stuff are going to hate me saying this, but we got to give it up for our firefighters, our EMS, and all the people and stuff that wind up protecting everybody right here at home. To me, they all do a very thankless job. They don't get thanked enough for what they do. And, they're the ones that are there on the front lines when people need them the most. So we definitely have to give a shout out to our first responders, no matter what they do. Because, they're the ones that protect us all.
I do not glow green yet.
That's me.
But this is the reason that we have the VA, to make sure that I don't have any symptoms from,
It's a wonder you didn't get something from the VA.
Stuff like. What's that?
I was stuck in a VA hospital in El Paso, and that really sucked too. Yeah, I have no. Our VA needs a lot of help.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Brian. Tell your story.
I'm just, the VA, the way they do stuff sometimes I think is kind of asinine. It's a little ridiculous. I mean, I live an hour and a half away from the big VA hospital here in Tampa. And they said, hey, we want to set you up for this appointment for Gulf War syndrome, and you just got to go to this thing. So I'm thinking I'm going for a physical and doing all this running around while I'm there. I literally drove an hour and a half to sit down with one lady to ask me 20 questions that took about 10 minutes.
Then goodbye.
I was super mad.
Yeah.
I was angry. Like, what? We could have done this
over the phone
on a computer. I don't care.
Right.
And it was just to schedule another appointment so I could have another evaluation.
Absolutely. I got to tell you, my brother, when he was here, the VA here would only approve him to be 80% disabled. Now, he'd lay on the floor at his house for like 3 days. He never said anything because, again, he's a very proud individual. But when he moved to Arizona, he asked me one day, he says, where do I go? I said, go to Arizona. So he looked it up, bought a house online, never seen the house. So I drove him out there and went to the VA 100% automatically.
Within a week.
Wow.
Within a week, and he lives only 4 miles from Luke Air Force Base. So when we go there, we go to the BX, PX, and
PX.
Yeah, and we do the shopping and the grocery shopping and stuff, and he's just so it is what it is, and
He makes the best of it.
yeah, he makes the best of it, but
I do miss the PX. That shit was cheap back then.
oh yeah, I mean, sure.
It's still
My wife said she misses it too. That there was nothing you didn't pay. Yeah, the commissary and the PX. You don't pay taxes. You don't pay taxes on base.
No.
Exactly. So we'd go grocery shopping there when we stayed. And I'll tell you what, man, he was throwing meat over the aisles at us, and he's just pushing. Oh yeah. Very, very, very.
You can
very
tell
nice.
they're, yeah.
Oh, his brother and him are total polar opposites. I mean, I
But
love
they
his
still
brother.
joke around.
His brother's like me, okay? And we pick on him every chance we get.
Oh yeah.
I love him to death,
We went out there for the Super Bowl weekend, and we actually stayed at his house. So we show up, and he comes in and says, I'm going to leave and go stay somewhere else. I said, oh, okay.
So we go to Arizona, stay at his house, and he leaves.
Yeah, he leaves. He knew better. He says, I'm out of here.
But he used all the toilet paper in his house, and then be like, "What are you talking about?"
Drink all his milk.
Yeah, I mean, but it was nice because he came back in the morning. And,
It was
Well, he
nice.
still stayed with us, for quite a while.
stayed
with us.
I mean,
Yeah,
he
before he left.
yeah, absolutely amazing. And like I said, I feel a personal connection with him because, like I said, me and him, we gang up on and pick on him every chance we get, and that's just awesome.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
You know, we don't miss a beat.
No, you guys don't. I'm okay with that. It's all good.
Oh yeah.
All good.
Well, once you became a part of the Southern Outlaws Band family, I'm sure that your family grew because your family is now family with the family.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Absolutely. I mean,
Yeah.
all the kids, they're all invited to everything. That
Oh yeah,
do,
we just
you
one
know.
big family.
Oh yeah, my wife actually likes him better than she does me.
Yeah.
You know.
That's normally how it works.
I've got a friend like that too.
For some reason, I'd make more sense. Maybe I don't. No, never mind.
Yeah.
She says you're very in deep.
I'm deep.
Yeah.
She
I think she
missed
means
it.
dense.
I'm
Yeah. I think that's a nicer way of putting it, man.
I'm not sure, but
Well, that's the goal. I mean, we have.
And your wife already warned us about you, so
Yeah.
I mean, you know, shame on us.
Oh,
But we have a good time.
what's her name?
Yeah, what's her name? What's her name? And
Miss
us-
Joellen, I love you. You know, I remember your
She's
name.
sitting here watching us.
yeah. And Dave has called her what's her name for years.
Yeah.
Years.
So.
And she's okay with it though.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
she tolerates him.
I
She
know.
picks
And
on
Matt,
him.
Matt tolerates it as well, I guess. He's like, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I
She
forgive
said
him.
he's old. She understands. Dave's old. He can't remember. So
She's okay.
she lets it slide.
I get paid and I give her the money. She's okay.
Awesome. Well, guys, again, thank you all for your time. Mark, do you have anything else for these nice folks?
No, I'd like to have him back on in the future.
I'd love to know how the show went. So if we could do even if it's a 30-minute follow-up, we'd love to see how the show went. You guys-
I can't wait to see the videos because I know Glick had said that he's going to do some videos from there and do some light shots and stuff like that. So I can't wait to see what we can.
I'm gonna
what
have
you guys can-
photographers.
And Brian, my wife's gonna wind up using my phone number or my account for TikTok, so it'll be live on TikTok.
Yeah.
She's
awesome.
gonna wind up doing,
And I have a couple of photographers that's going to be helping
Yeah.
out. So there'll be a lot of coverage for it.
I'm gonna come back on and play acoustics.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, we could do
I
that.
want
I
to do
think
that.
should.
I really do.
I think that'd be really cool.
Okay.
Yes.
We'll
How-
have to, we'll
How
have to
well
sit
do you
down with,
value your viewers?
We'll have to sit down. Well, here's a gimmick on that one, guys. I'd like to sit down with Glick, I think, and see if we could do that as a joint thing. I think that would be really good
That'd be
for
cool.
That would be awesome.
awesome music as well. So
Mhm.
it's called collaborating, Mark. We know how to do this.
We've
Oh,
done it plenty of times.
We've done it before.
Yeah.
That's right.
We have some hip hop artists and rap artists that want to collaborate with us.
Yeah,
Oh,
believe
yeah.
it or
Of
not.
all people, I'm like,
Let's go.
Actually, that could be interesting.
Very.
That's what we're thinking.
Well, I have ideas.
No,
Yeah.
No, Lord.
Mhm.
I mean, let's face it. Some major artists. I mean, one of my favorite artists is Alice Cooper, and he actually did it on the last album. He did "Along Came a Spider," and I'll tell you what. I mean, I've got everything that he's ever done, but that was a good. And I'm trying to remember the rapper's name though, but it was cool.
Well, we have one of the platinum artists up in Cleveland that want to,
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah.
collaborate with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to work with Snoop Dogg.
Do it. That'd be a good time.
We've already
yeah.
got Dave's, you know, rap name picked out. It's going to be MC Skidmark.
It's frozen. Is it?
It's you.
I thought that was Mick Skidmark. He wrote it.
Well, you know, hey,
Mick Skidmark.
I haven't got, you know, the copyright, you know,
Oh,
down
okay,
yet.
sorry.
So,
Shh, don't tell nobody.
Yeah. Okay.
You're
but
on
no, I
frozen.
hope everybody wind up enjoying everything. And like I said, if you got any questions, feel free to reach out.
Oh,
Like I
yeah.
said, we're, you know, as you could tell, open book.
Yeah.
You know, but no, we like to have a lot of fun, and we like to have fun
That's
with
awesome.
our fans.
Always.
You know, that's
Always.
I think, you know, some of the biggest memories that we wind up doing is the memories that we have, you know, having fun with our fans and everything. And, you know, to us, I mean, we don't even look at them as fans as much as family.
Friends
Right.
and family, man.
Awesome.
keep an eye out for us. So we could be playing the nearest rest stop near you.
That's right. You never know.
Or in Dave's case, any outhouse that is close by you. He is wireless.
Yep.
If you hear music coming from the John, it's not from Deliverance. It's from him.
Hey, he said he did have a banjo teacher, so
Yes, he did.
I did.
I paid attention.
Honest to God, that guy, he was very good.
Taught him so much.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
All right, we're gonna post up the event that you guys have coming up, and then we'll let you guys go. And again, thank you all for your time. You've been very
Thank you guys for having us.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You're very
absolutely
welcome.
anytime.
Yep.
Thank you all. Mark,
Listen.
you want to post that up?
Yeah, play some.
Post what up?
Oh, that.
All right, the Labor Day event is going to be August 31st at Five Forest Distillery in Newton Falls, Ohio. The show starts at 7. Who's your opener?
Opener is Joshua Lee Nelson at 6 p.m.
Excellent. All right, now you can take it down, Mark.
Okay. Now play
And
a
that's how
song.
you do it.
Go play a song.
Yeah, he should play a song to wind up in and out.
Like
He's
what
got a
hell-
song. He's got.
I do have a song. Which song did I say I had?
It's the woman song that you told me that you were
I was
like.
looking
oh,
at
no.
our list. I can't figure it out either.
No, he has it. He downloaded it, I think. Did you download it?
Yeah, I downloaded. I tried to download Red, White, and Blue, but it would not come out the way I wanted it to. So I said, "Fuck it."
That's my favorite song.
Yeah. Well, next time I'll play it.
Okay.
If you can get it to download, Mark.
We might play it live.
I will. There you go.
Whoa.
That's
I'll take that instead.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I'll take that instead.
Yeah,
Okay.
we could do that.
I'll have to dust off
All
my acoustic, but that'll be cool.
You got
That
the
would be-
acoustic piece, right?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, I got the classical guitar, so we'll be able
Yeah.
to do it.
Yeah, just when you want to come back on, shoot me a message on a date, and we'll figure this out.
okay.
Oh, we can wind up probably setting it up after the show. So.
Yeah.
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 We
Yeah,
could.
because
work.
we love this. I'm gonna check it out on TikTok because I get to scroll all day long anyway. Not really, but
He doesn't do work.
well, the show's at 7, so I'll be home, so we'll be fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll be able to watch it on TikTok probably. Are you guys gonna go live on YouTube? Are you gonna try to do live on YouTube?
I've never done a live on YouTube.
We haven't done live on YouTube.
We've done live on what? Facebook,
We've done Facebook,
Facebook.
TikTok.
TikTok.
As long
Okay.
as it's recorded.
Actually, let me play around with that before then and see what I can do with YouTube.
Awesome.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the Southern Outlaws Band. Check them out everywhere you listen to music. Spotify, iHeart, all of it. Mark,
Are you sure? Are you sure?
you got a song that you want to play us out with?
Yeah. Before we go, Brian, who do we have on Wednesday? And I
don't
do
know.
this to I do
give
this
up.
to him every. Yeah, come on, it's
I
your
give
own. It's your own. You're the one that got this one.
We have a gentleman who is a food critic from TikTok, Baldy Reviews, right here in our own Central Florida area. He'll be on the show. Baldy Eats. I'm sorry.
Nice.
He'll be on the show. He'll be on the show Wednesday night at
6 p.m.
yeah. We're gonna go a little early.
Well, make sure you have him send us all the recommendations so that when we come to Florida, we know where to eat.
Yeah.
Trust me, I'll give you all the recommendations as well. I'll help
There
you.
we go.
Yeah,
Oh,
Brian's ate
yes.
a lot of these carts already. So
And don't ask Dave because everything that he eats is, the best thing he ever had. So he's not a good food critic.
No.
That's my kids.
It is
Yeah.
not
I-
true, brother.
Great.
Yeah, I don't make no.
Yeah, I don't even ask him anymore.
No.
Oh, awesome! Thank you, Misty.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Misty.
Thank you, Misty.
All right, Mark's gonna play us out, guys.
thank
And
you,
guys,
Amanda.
thank you again so much. Check out Southern
Our
Outlaws
pleasure.
Band
Our
on
pleasure.
Facebook, YouTube,
And I think our takeaway is, if you see a veteran out there, please
Thank
him for their service.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. All right, you got this, Mark?
I got this.
From us here at Talking Shit, my name is Brian.
I'm Mark,
And that's
and
the
that's
Southern
the Southern
Outlaws
Outlaw Band, and we're out of here.
One hell of a woman.